minutes. So yeah, please make sure everyone is joined, and it would be a very appreciated note if you just turn on your cameras and we can communicate with each other more better. Yeah, a very good evening, all. Let's just start the session. I, Avni Srivastava, welcomes you all to this amazing Google Cloud Tech Camp. Before starting, I am just taking you to a quick walkthrough of what exactly we are going to do in next 1 week. So, uh, starting ahead, this is our main website, Cloud Tech Camp. You must have all visited this. And yes, we are going to do these two cloud digital leader and associate cloud engineer and this whole program. In this specific bootcamp for next 7 days, we are going to talk about cloud digital leader. Bootcamp. So this is how our page looks like for now, and we have to go on dashboard for all the things we are going to do in next 7 days. So you can see that there are three paths: Google Cloud Learning path, where you can see the videos; Google Skill Boost platform, where you can get yourself prepared with the quick 4 labs. And then we have this quick the leader also for you. On the fourth point, the quiz will be live sharp at 6 p.m. and you can attend it. But before going to quiz, just make sure you all are completing your profile. This is how the page would have been looked like to you for the Cloud Skill Boost platform. One of the major factor you want to keep in mind is to keep your profile public. While going on profile, make your batch public, make profile public, and then move ahead. You can copy paste this link in the quiz as well as in the examination while giving your quiz. Also, in the path section, this is the Cloud Digital Leader Learning path. This consists of 4 different courses. Neelam, our speaker, would gonna take you in a more brief in this whole thing. So before further ado, let's just start. Let me just invite Neelam Pawar, Cloud Architecture from Google Cloud. Neelam, it would be great if you can proceed from here onwards.
Hey, thanks, Avni. Thanks for inviting. Good evening, everyone. Let me bring my screen on the chat window just a second. My screen is visible, right?
Not now, Neelam. Yeah, it's visible now.
Thank you. So just before start, I just want to give brief introduction about me. I am Needham Pawar. I work as a cloud solution architect or customer engineer in Google Cloud, and I specifically work for the digital native customer that takes mobile as a first outcome, like measure to reach the customers. And here my main out of like all the main responsibility is like enabling customer on GCP. That is like one of our key OKRs. And currently, I have around 28 active certification that include all three major CSPs, Linux Foundation, Kubernetes, and FinOps, and security as well. And for me, main driver for my certification is it gives a disciplined learning path in your day to day. You might be having like official stuff, but to get a dedicated disciplined learning path, you should opt for a certifications. There it will be a visible outcome will be also there. So there you can just make sure whatever you have done, that is visible output as well. So you can just put in chat why you want to certify. Any like it's open to everyone. What is your main driver to get certified as well? Why you are looking for like Google, AWS? What is the main reason? So today I will be covering agenda why to get Google Cloud certified. What are the available certification? What path you can decide based on your interest, and how to prepare. Then we will be having question answer and the feedback form as well. So first is like everybody talk about like every even developer, every company that is like just that is just even in a business idea. Even the pilot also for a product they want to start with cloud. So what is cloud in sense? Like these days people think like as a developer I am thinking or any like specific startup people think like cloud is just a like other body rental hardware, but in true sense it gives more values as well. It's not just a hardware you are taking on the on demand. It's not like whatever the hardware you want to use, just pay the amount and just use it. Behind that there are other drivers as well. If you see the like you will be I think you are buying infrastructure, creating data centers. Then what are the other things also that you will be not even taking care into consideration to the cloud? So there is lower in if you go to any cloud, then there will be lower unit cost. So unit economics, all CSPs driven by the unit economics. Like what will be your per user acquisition cost? How you can measure that, and how can you further reduce that? Then higher ROI because in your capex, whatever the money you were spending on the hardware, now that becomes your operational cost. Like you want to use, then you don't want to use, then you can save that amount. But if you are purchasing hardware, you can't do that because there is lifetime for that hardware. Like it's after 7 years you have to refresh, or 8 year you have to refresh. But if you are not using that capacity, you can't do anything. But in cloud, if today for 1 hour I need something, I can switch on. If I don't need after 1 hour, I can switch off that thing. So that will save my cost as well. And whether I am in like any geographic region, I can spin up instance. Like so for that is another things. Like I have the customers who just want to go globally within 1 month. But if they were not adopting cloud, it's not possible. Like even for the hardware acquisition, data center setup, it will be taking huge time. So that's help like just not taking hardware as well. There are as the other business driver that are forcing organization to move toward the cloud. And then whatever the like scalability you need, suppose there is big billion sales is going on, so how they are getting that hardware? Because backend is running on somewhere, some servers, they are getting some servers from where they are getting. So that is like possible on demand scaling, your reliability, availability, that make sure your customer are able to use your application. It doesn't matter, they like the whatever the customer or the provider is, he don't worry about the resources, how I will get resources. I have to procure hardware, because there you have to just configure the scaling. Then based on the your request and user behavior, infra will automatically scale. So these are like direct benefit you see into day-to-day cloud if you move to the cloud. Specific to Google Cloud, there are like our different pillars, like not specific to the like operational or financial related stuff. There are other values that Google Cloud help you to achieve as well. So another one, if you see this one, tech economic optimization. So in this, how you can just like as a CTO of organization, I want to focus on like how can I increase my developer velocities. So how, like if suppose instant deployment need to be done, like there are, I heard a company like just a startup, they are saying like 150 times they are pushing code to the production, or like they are every time they are having like around 150 times in a day they are committing, their developer are committing code. So how you make sure that instant deployment and you can like increase your developer velocity. So the Google Cloud have that tools that you even you can measure your like developer velocity, where to focus. So that's one value with pillars. Another is like data insights and signals. So you will be having all the logs, your complete logs, whatever the happening into your inside the systems, happening into across your application, what is your first party data, third party data, how you just correlate them. So that is like you can monetize whatever data you are getting. And it's very quick. Like we have our product that I will be explaining, BigQuery. Even with the SQL, your first party and third party data, you can completely run on demand machine learning algorithm at the real time itself. And then there were some cultural changes, like in terms of like how the collaboration increased. Like there is Google help you to achieve the SRE, site reliability concept engineering. So there it will be like your infra or ops people will be doing also software job. It's like a not a monotonous job that you will be just patching hardware. They will be motivated towards like specific to do the automation, use the software, like whatever the software you are using into your application, how you can increase to make sure your capabilities as well, your team capability. So enhance collaboration also. And then there are cultural changes like how to efficiently use cloud, because in developer hands you are giving cloud, and if you are not making sure they are aware what it can have, what outcomes it can have. Like if suppose I am using a one instance and I just deployed one database, but if I left it, then what it can happen, what happened. So make sure these cultural changes are also included in that. And then there is the partnership angle. If you are building a SaaS product, how you can we make sure that with the Google Cloud you can take your product worldwide. So whatever we do the partnership, ISV, SaaS provider, and then we sell them. That is like joint GTM we create for that particular product or partners, and that we will help you to make sure that your product gets global as well. Next is like why get Google Cloud certified. So I before like you take the baby step, I just want to give a like successful story. He was like a fourth year student as well, and how this program that you are going under now, has gone through the same program, and how he benefit. It will be very helpful to get that insights. So voices, you can hear voice video, right?
I'm Rohan Singh. I'm from a small district near border with Nepal. My father is an astrologer
Yes,
and
Neelam, you can.
gemstone seller. My mother is a homemaker who loves to cook various cuisine. My family have a history of working with finance industry, but in class 11, I attended a 3 days demo class of C++. Those 3 days changed my life. I did some research and found that engineers and even scientists are using programming language to send rockets and satellite to moon and space. And somehow I knew I wanted to have a career in tech. I still remember the first years. I was studying with my best friend, and unfortunately, we were both bad at coding. But my friend's confidence always remained high. He kept telling, "Don't worry, you will get a job. This is life. Some people start late, some people start early, but all people start." And after a few months later, I heard about a Google Cloud Career Readiness program.
Google Cloud Career Readiness Program was being offered to our university campus in January 2019. And in this specialization, the students were not only getting the theoretical knowledge about what the Google Cloud platform is and how does it works, they were also gaining the hands-on experience. So this was something very interesting. Even I was getting the hands-on experience very first time through the Quick Labs platform.
This program provided me with a structured and streamlined knowledge of Google Cloud along with labs. I know the only thing that I can do is practice and work hard. I dedicated my daytime practicing coding and nighttime to cloud. Pretty soon, I felt like I am getting my confidence back. I immediately decided to study for Google Associate Cloud Engineer certification. When I cleared my A certification, I had an interview at CS.
In Rohan's case, it was easy for us to actually start involving him on a project on week 1. I think he contributed to about 3 projects so far. I kind of asked Rohan, can you help us find more people like you after the interview, because we don't have to spend more time training people, etc. He came with the fundamentals and the necessary knowledge. Yeah.
It's a great working for a company like CS. Even though I'm a junior in company, I feel like I'm contributing. I'm currently studying for Google Cloud Architect certification, and I'm looking forward to have a full-fledged career as a cloud expert.
I hope it helped you. So it's not specific. You want to get job specific for this certification. If you clear the certification, you are going for job only. Like you already have job, but you want to further enhance your skill. There also itself. Like I am working as a cloud architect, but while working itself, I got interest into security. So where you can start. So this can be your starting point for learning new skills. It's not specific to job that it will provide you job only. Next is like what are your drivers? You can just paste on the chats, gain experience. If you want to have like broaden your portfolio and improve your specific job outlook, increase your communication skills, learn new software and technology, and discuss strategies. So that might be like you are not going specific to like CDL, that exam we will be covering. That might be specific to the business executive. They just try to move into cloud as well. It helps you to give the sense what cloud, why cloud is different from your on-premise data center. So it's help like based on your stages in the career, it help you to in that space as well. So this is like published story specific to Google Cloud. We have done some research and then we found that 70% people feel more confident in professional future. Like once they have that as on the resume, 80% can prove skills competency to the recruiters, because there it's like hands-on labs as well. Like in the Google Cloud, you will be having a given real case customer case study as well. Based on that, you will be answering the questions. 70% feel like resume is more attractive. At least as a like in India, it can be help you into shortlisting as well. Like suppose I am working as a CTO, then my project will be on the GCP cloud. Then in that case, it can be like they will be the short listing. So if you have the skills in resume, it might be help you in shortlisting there as well. And 80% feel more confident because like if you do skills by the hands, then while doing for the interviews, doing on a customer project, or even in the hackathon also, you get more confident that you can solve this. And this is public report. And specific to like GCP2 certificates, these are like worldwide Google Professional Cloud Architect and Data Engineer that are highest paying IT certificates in 2019 and 2020 as well. And more of this organization, they need solution architect. Like even for any new digital startup, they first want to have like a architecture that can scale and that is reliable as well as my customer grow. So there it helps a lot. Like these skills are in demand. And then comes to the different Google Cloud certifications. We have like as of now, Google provide 11 certifications. So these two, if the basics like baby step is CDL, so you can start with Cloud Digital Leader, or it's not mandatory that if you want to go for the associate engineer, CDL is mandatory. But if you think you want to get basics of the cloud, what are the cloud economics, unit economics, what are different terminologies we use, how it's helping the business as well. And for business folks, it's like must to have certifications. And in associate cloud, you will be doing hands-on, whether it's data, infrastructure, security, your networking. You will be writing Terraform scripts. You will be writing cloud, GCL, Google Cloud, command utility. So based on that, and they have lot of like hands-on labs, including on the Kubernetes cluster. So it will give you basic understanding about the Kubernetes as well, and how you just scale your cluster, how you just make sure that all the security policies are implemented. Then for the developer specific, we have developer professional cloud developers. So these exams are the professional. These are the like at the associate level if you can compare it with the other CSPs. Then you can have, after associate, you can directly go for the cloud architect if you know very well concept, like your basics are very clear about the system design. Then you can opt for the cloud architect. Then there are developer specific to database that include non-SQL, SQL databases, columnar, table. So it include all type of database. Then cloud DevOps. So that DevOps, like how you will be designing your CI/CD pipeline, how you make sure that you follow DevOps or SRE principle. So it help you in that one. And it makes sure that you have SLO, SLI, you can measure developer velocity, you have proper monitoring in place. Next comes to the professional machine learning engineer. So there include the complete ML pipeline, how you will be designing, how you write models, how you just do the data cleaning. Then this is Google Workspace Administration. So this is like identity. Google work as an identity provider, just like Microsoft as well. So there you can have like how to create specific organization, your business units, creating different policy for users, which domains need to be allowed, what specific tools need to be allowed in organization. Then there are some developer that you might be interested, like you have good understanding about, like you are not from the specific to the CSC background, you might be having IT, you might be having specific to electronic and communication, you might be having instrumentation as well. So there, if you are good in Linux and networking, basic networking concept, then you can opt for the cloud networking. It can work as a starting point. Then comes to the cloud security. This is also in demand course. If you say like these days, every day you heard a big company got attacked. So that's how it's help you. It have very good potential, and it gives like very starting how you secure your application, how you secure your network, how you secure your data, and how you make sure that your particular even user and all the assets in your company are secure. Then professional data engineer, it's include data ingestion to the data cleaning, so it can be used by the machine learning people in your organization. So there is in the slides, I have resources. So it gives deep dive specific to what skills will be measured in this, what are the percentage, what area you can focus, and what are the customer, like specific in 2-3 exams. There are case studies as well that you have to read in before the exam. So it help you to answer all the questions. How to prepare? So for every exam, we have specific path design, and that Avni was also showing in the starting, like for associate cloud. So for specific to like professional architect also, there will be like where to start. There will be like from basic, then include hands-on lab, whatever topic you will be learning, you will be able to do hands-on as well. And then once you are done with this course, you just apply, like register for the certification. Then you can just get the practice paper as well. Like we have around 20 questions for each exam that you can prepare, how you well prepared for the certificates, and what are the areas there you have to improve a lot. Then you can go back and again go through the particular module in itself. And whatever the certificates, or all the 11 certificates have dedicated path, how it will be working. And for each specific topic, there are some common topic that like architecting with GCP infrastructure fundamentals. So it will be covering, like it will be common across all the exams, because that are the basic term. If you are not aware about the cloud IAM, identity and management, how you will be doing authorization in Google Cloud, then you will not able to answer all the questions in the networking. So these help you into, like these are the basic steps that will be covered in these exams, and that will be common across all the paths. Next comes to the first step. So our first step is like digital learning. It's based on like specific, it include the business as well, like introduction to digital transformation with Google Cloud is first module. So there it's like a recorded video will be there, and in the video, after videos, you will be having different quizzes and innovating with data in Google Cloud. So it will be specific to what are different specific database, how you can scale globally, how you can take your database globally as well. Then comes to the infrastructure and application modernization with Google Cloud. So specific to it include the proper like infrastructure tool, what are the like infra resources, and in application modernization, how you will be writing specific to like containers or serverless, how you want to design your application architect. Then understanding basic concept about the cloud security and operation, how you will be making sure that suppose you are just deploying, but you are not able to get where requests are failing. So you want to just debug. So make sure that your operation is in place as well. And then the specific sample questions. Once you go through that, register, you get an ID and you can go through the sample questions. And these are resources where you can have like, there are public classes also going on. So with the NASCOM, we have done any latest partnership. There will be like this specific to the Kubernetes. There will be a detailed program as well. There it is free to everyone, and there will be virtual classes you can attend. There will be like 4-hour specific half-day session dedicated, delivered on the specific technologies. And this is the like you will be getting access to skill boosts. So there you can do the specific to the any lab you want to do, and this paths already have included with you. So these are like basic things I want to cover before, like in every exam this will be common across. So first will be the compute. So compute is like for like application you are developing, you will be hosting on a server. So what will be the backend or hosting server in that case? So there are different options. So there is like you can have bare metal. Bare metal is like you will be having dedicated hardware that is assigned to you only. Google is just giving power up it, cooling, no other thing. Even monitoring also you can disable. You have full control. You have specific compliance. Then you need to go for this. Then specific dedicated host. So in this, there will be like host, alternate host, and it is similar to that one. So out of bare metal, you are just capacity needed is like one server, and in complete rack, instead of complete rack, you just need one server only. Then comes to the compute. If you see the customer responsibility and GCP responsibility, so this is where like what you will be managing in this. So if you go to the virtual machine, so as of now, customer will be just running, just managing the runtime, whether they want to deploy Linux VM or in Linux, which distribution they want to deploy, or they want to deploy the window, or they have specific OS designed for their company. They want to start with that VM. But specific to other responsibility like cooling, your availability, your power up, and specific to OS, any virtualization, what type of hypervisor will be used, that is GCP responsibility in that case. Next comes to the containers. So in containers, whatever things you are running, even runtime is also taken care by the GCP. So we have container optimized OS. On that, you will be just directly deploying your manifest file, whatever image you want to have, and you don't worry about like how the hardware scales. So GCP have in container also, we have three types of cluster. Autopilot is one type where you just deploy your services like your application, and you don't worry about the scaling. Based on the request, it will auto scale. And then there is specific to GKE like standard cluster. There you just manage your hardware as well. In one cluster, you want to have different system pool based on your specific requirement, 2-3 microservices. You can control that. But whatever like vulnerability patch management need to be done, you don't worry about that. Even maintenance also, you just select the maintenance window, that will be auto taken care by the Google. Next comes to the serverless. You don't worry about anything at all. you just specific deploy your code, whatever code you have written. It will auto scale, and whatever like things you want to check, you can monitor that thing. Even logging, monitoring by default enable on this. And here, like in compute, until unless you don't enable, you will not able to see the log. But in GKE and cloud function, at application and infra log also you can measure specific. These are different like compute. Now comes to the database. So in database, we have specific to like in-memory database, we have transactional database, then we have non-relation database. And then there are specific data warehouse, data lake, you heard about that. Then there are another type of like database, open source technologies that company comes. So how that, if you are specific requirement of using that one, how you can have that. And then database on GCE and GK. So on specific, like you need Oracle database, then we can have deploy on the GCE. These things not available as the managed services. You have to manage this. So if we start with the cloud memory, so it is managed Redis and Memcache. So in that case, you just deploy that, and whatever the cluster need to be managed based on the request, it get auto scale. Same for non-SQL database, we have big table. Like if you have too much IoT workload and lot of events need to be processed, then in that case, you can go for the cloud big table, and real-time analytics you can perform on that. Then cloud Firestore, so it is specific to your mobile application. That is, you are handling lot of document need to be like handled. So in that case, you can go for the cloud Firestore. Next comes to the relational MySQL, Postgres, SQL Server that you can have over the cloud SQL. Read replica, you just choose. And there comes the like cloud spanner. So this is the same database that Google manage their users, like Gmail users, search users, YouTube users. So these, whatever data behind, whatever technology that is behind, that is offering using GCP as a cloud spanner. So it is a transactional database, but it is global, and it as per the like your CAP theorem as well. Next comes to the data warehouse. So BigQuery. So the BigQuery is like specific to like your data warehouse as well. You can perform SQL based machine learning. You can do like search. We do in the Google search based on, you can write search pattern like on this also. You will be getting data from that as well. So ML capability, even Looker, like BI capability also we have into BigQuery. And this is like serverless. You don't worry about behind what is running. It will give you like every query also, you can just whatever the amount for each query, it will give you what is the data scan, what will be the time it will take, and what will be the like amount, what will be the query amount, like what will be the cost of particular query. Then if you are specific like Redis or any other specific, like we have HIDB with there, you don't want to be specific to the like global cloud spanner, but then there comes to the like your cloud SQL is not able to meet your requirement, then you can have like before, after 32 TB you can't use. So your requirement is more than 32 dB, but you don't want to be global scale, then you can have our like TileBD, other partner solutions as well. Like if you are using Elasticsearch might be for application, your specific logging and monitoring also. Then we have partner that work globally into GCP. You can leverage that from marketplace. Then this is Google Smart Analytics and AI platform. So this is like complete. This is like if we even down, you see this is complete data pipeline. So how its pipeline is like, you just collect. So it is the ingestion phase. Your data might be coming from streaming, like real-time data is coming, and batch data, at specific time you are getting specific information, like once in a day or once in a week, you have to perform something. And then processing, it's like any processing like computing need to be done, any specific cleaning need to be done, data preparation need to be done, and any specific two data sets you want to integrate. So there are like in the process phase, we have specific this tool. And then the store, so storing might be like you can have database. If you're transactional data, then you can have into cloud SQL or another SQL based services. And if you have lot of huge data, blob storage, like if you have coming from IoT data, then you might be having like binary form, Evro form, like Parquet form. So there you can store into cloud storage. So it has capability to store huge amount of data, like you have videos storing. Then in that case, you can store that video into cloud storage. No need to store into SQL. And then big table is like then processing complete IoT or any event-based specific application. And top of that, for the time being, you can have that into BigQuery. So like BigQuery can use whatever data you have into cloud SQL. You just have to create connector. So that also you can do, but it's specific to this. You are not having your data into this. So you just want to maintain a data storage layer into BigQuery as well, that it have. And furthermore, it can have is like based on your using pattern. Like suppose one table I'm not using last 90 days, then it can put into different tier mechanism. Like it will be in the cold storage. So there will be cost will be less in that case. In it will be not in hot storage. And its storage is like your SDFS, distributed storage is used behind the BigQuery. So then in the specific analyze phase, you can have Dataproc based, Spark based job you can run on the Dataproc cluster. But if you have other like SQL specific workload, then you can have your like BigQuery, like ML capabilities. With the ML capabilities, you just you can use like linear regression, logistic regression model, and time series model as well with your SQL data. And then we have omnis, like you deploy this BigQuery into on-premise as well. BI engine is completely dashboard. So whether if you are not using other Power BI solution or any BI solution, then you can leverage the BI engine. It have complete good dashboards as well. Data Q&A, this is latest added service. This like Google search. You can search your database as well. Like I need data from last 10 days on this specific location. You type this query, then it will be like converted into specific SQL query. There comes to the Vertex AI. This is like ML ops pipeline. So as of now, if you see how you will be trained, writing your model, how you will be training it, how you will be just doing the testing on your whatever the test data set you have, and then how you deploy it. And after deployment, you want to make sure that whatever the recommendation or like how your model performance is doing. If your model is not performing, like accuracy is not good, so in that way I have to retune it, I have to change the features. So this is gives you a complete end to end. This is in the one tool, like one service, you have complete end to end ML ops pipeline flow. And behind that, you Vertex AI notebook, it's like your normal Jupyter notebook. From there itself, you can auto ML, you can deploy that particular model into GK, GC, or any specific Kubernetes cluster you want to deploy. And then for empowering, we have specific to Looker, and then there are connected sheets. This is available for enterprise specific customer. They are using any Google Cloud Identity. So AppSheet is like our from specific to like Google Sheet, how you can create a workable app that can be connected to your data sets as well. And specific to like BigQuery also, if you have BigQuery and instead of using Looker or any BI solution, your organization or you are just startup, you might be not in having in paying capacity of that particular this licensing, then you can leverage that app sheet and behind that put your BigQuery data and connect that with the connected sheets. And in connected sheets, you can design any graph, like just normal Excel sheets. You can make sure you can do that graph and all that intelligence that you can share with your team as well. And then comes to the like BigQuery ML. So this is a short video how it's do. Like it's just running the query. I'm just using this model, linear regression. Then it's the prediction, whatever the like data sets I have. On that, I'm just making sure my data is performing. Then this gives the like results, and after this, you will be able to just specific automate what you want to automate in specific that area. any 2 3 models you can leverage, and these day by day, like for the your specific inventory forecasting model you want to have, so day by day number of models are also increasing in this. Next comes to the looker. So behind that looker, like looker help you all your data you have, so it help you to analyze and visualize. That is one thing, like, but I am able to see that, like I'm a marketing box and I'm using any BI solution, but I'm getting the data, but I what I can do with this data, with this specific dashboard, I get to know that for this particular market campaigning, I am getting this type of like a this type of data. From that data, like all the people are showing interest into one specific product, but how can I monetize that thing? So in that case, you will be creating a specific codes. Like for this codes, I will be giving specific this 2 types of discount or any coupon or any specific campaign you want to run for them. So it help you to create that codes as well, and you can just directly from here you can just activate that campaigning as well. There's no other BI solution can do, like you can activate this into these specific marketing tools, Google Analytics if you are using, then you can use the whatever the data you have into cloud storage as well, and then you can further correlate with your first party data. Like this is specific from marketing campaigning. I want to know like any my existing user is in this, so how I can further fine tune that offer to the particular user that is my existing user in that case. And I have complete history pattern for my particular that users, because I know that is stored in transactional. So from there itself you can correlate and just give the better offer to that customer. So this is the feedback form, and I'm open for questions if anybody have any questions.
Sure, everyone, please drop your questions and raise your hands. I will unmuting you all, and then you all can ask your questions from Neelam. Also, the YouTube audience, you all can ask the questions in the chat, and we'll be redirecting them here, and then all the queries will be answered. To those who are asking for the resources and PPT, we are definitely going to upload all the things on the group itself or over a mail. So stay updated on WhatsApp group the as well as on the group. Neelam, if you can just check, the form is asking for permission.
Yeah, just a second.
All right, guys, you can just turn on your camera and raise your hands. I'll be unmuting you all one by one, and then you can ask your queries.
If still you are not able to open the feedback form, then there is some organization policy that I'm not sure.
Neelam, if that works, can I just share this form link in the group later on, and then they can
Yeah,
fill
we
it?
do that. No issue.
Yeah. All right, guys, I will be sharing this form link in the group and over a mail also for those who are not in the group. Let's start with the people who have raised their hands, and let's start with the Q&A. All right, so unmuting Saurav Mandal. Saurav, you can please turn on your cam also. Just a second, guys. I need to check if you are. All right. Meanwhile, you can just drop the questions in the group. I'm just Neelam. You can take the questions from the group. Meanwhile, I'm just seeing. Yeah. I hope now everyone can unmute themselves. Saurav, we can start with you.
Can you share group link? I'm not sure. I'm in that group. I am not able to see questions. Or either you can share your screen. We can take questions from there.
Sure, sure, sure. Guys, feel free to unmute yourself and ask questions. I have given the
Ma'am,
permissions to all.
ma'am, this is Tarun. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Ma'am, I have to. Ma'am, after completing this, you said there will be a quiz. After that, we should write for a Google Cloud. I did. I think if I'm correct, I'll be getting for vouchers, right, ma'am, for getting CDLs at batches.
So I think first you have to clear that whatever the modules, the 4 modules we have to cover. Then Hack to Skills team will be sharing the whatever the questions or the specific assessment they want to take. Based on after that, you will be getting voucher.
If
Yeah.
I have a question.
So,
Those three
Tarun,
carriers in cloud.
answering it more briefly, you can get all the 4 modules done on Skill Boost platform, and after that, a quiz link will be there on the dashboard. This is for everyone. The quiz is applicable for one attempt only, and you will get the coupon only when you are having the registered email IDs same all over the platform. So make sure you are logged in with the same account over quiz as well as on the Skill Boost platform with the email ID you have registered. So yes, once you have given the quiz in the span of 24 to 48 hours, you will be receiving the coupon code for CDL. Also, for both the quiz and examination, 70% is the criteria to clear the quiz as well as exam. So yeah, anyone else who wants to ask can go ahead.
Ma'am, I have another piece of question.
Okay,
To do the
let's just
career cloud.
let's just go. I just call up the name and that person can answer the question also. Alok Kumar, you can go next. Alok, if you can go next. All right, Alok, you can drop your question. We can take it in the end. Vikas Gupta.
Yes, ma'am. I'm
To cover in this module.
okay.
All right, this is for Vikas and everyone. All the information and links and how to do and what not to do will be available in the dashboard and resources section at the Hack the Skill website. I will be sharing that again after the Q&A part. So hope everything is clear to everyone. If there is anything regarding the technicalities or anything, you guys can ask that right
Ma'am,
now.
I have a question. Hello, I'm Vikram.
Uh,
I have a question.
Rhythm, we are going on row wise. So yeah, I will be taking your name. So the
All right.
next chance is for Snepriya Jha. Snepriya, if you are there.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yeah,
actually, I
yeah.
had this query that, ma'am, from where should I start? Like, I got the credits in my dashboard, but I'm not like particular sure, like, from which, should I start from the labs or should I start from the course? I'm just confused about that.
So no, you don't have to start with any quiz. What you have to do first, you go through that complete module. Like in that particular, let me share screen and go through that. So if you see this cloud digital, if you go to home, first you do the signing and then there are paths. If you go and then there is the path option. Then in the path, you have different path like specific cloud digitals. This is for CDL path and this is for engineer, cloud engineer, then architect, and then network security, data engineer, machine learning, data analytics, DevOps, developer. For each specific certificate, they have path. So what you have to do, you select this one and there you just subscribe, join to subscribes. And in this, you have these 4 courses. And this is common, this innovating with data and infra. These are common into engineer as well. So once you cover here, that will be covered in that as well. So in this particular course, you might be having lab or you might not be having lab. You might be having just quiz only. For specific to CDL, there might be just 1 or 2 lab. But for if you go to the another path, like for specific to engineer, then there it has given like what are the different labs you will be having. If I go to this, then it show that it have labs and these are other courses you have to complete. So if you go to this, then there will be labs in course also you will be having lab. It will show you what are specific lab you have to cover. So this is just specific Google Cloud overview, how to work with console or CLI, what are the permissions, what are specific APIs, if any service need to be used, then you have to specifically enable that service. So this is like just giving walkthrough, and in the course itself, you will be having this one, like prepare for this one. If you go for the like specifics to this one, Kubernetes, then it have labs as well, how to create clusters. If you go to this, then it have this one. Like credits, it is mentioned, but credits with whatever credit you got, you will be using from that. And then in this, you will be having, see this, it have 8 video, 1 document, 1 lab, and 5 quizzes. So that is included in this exam. For each this, if you start with this, then you will be able to give walkthrough of this as well. When there will be the quiz, when will be the lab, and what are the what will be the lab specific, what will be the covered into this specific lab. Of this is clear, right?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
All right. Before moving ahead, let me just give you a quick go through again of what we have to do in this whole program. Might be most of the question get solved after that. So you all must have received this email, this type of email. If not, then you can reply to me at support@hackerskill.com. In this email, you have to create your account by here. Once you are clicking here, this page will be there. And there are two things which you need to keep in mind. One is for Cloud Digital Leader, these four activities are compulsory to be done. And the second thing is for quiz as well as for the examination, you have to keep your ID active from here. I have already done my batch public. This has to be copy paste in both the at both the places, quiz as well as exam. So don't forget to make this public. After that, you can go on the path section, complete all the paths. Once you are done with these four paths, you will go on to this dashboard. Here you will be getting there's two more resources where you can use, which you can use for a more brief. The quiz will be live here. Once you are giving the quiz, the permission to give the quiz is for only registered IDs as well as only for one time. So make sure you are given the uh, you have completed the whole Google Skill Boost, all the four courses before giving this quiz. Once you have given the quiz, in the span of 24 to 48 hours after reviewing your quiz, we will be sharing a mail with you, which will be having a code coupon with which you can give the access to the examination. Once you have given the examination, this is the submission button. Here you will be putting the credential.net link. This will be your certificate link, and here you will be uploading your certificate. After verifying, we will be sharing a mail with you, taking all your details, shipping all your goodies and certificates to your home. I hope this makes clear everyone all the
Yeah.
things. Yeah, thank you so much. Apart from that, there are
So, is
a
there
few
any
more.
deadline for this submission?
Uh, Utkarsh, can you please repeat?
Is there any deadline for this submission
Yeah,
for
so
the certificates?
submission
Yeah.
right now we have a 7-day deadline. The deadline is 1st of October. We are having two more sessions. Neelam has covered the basic and the most integral part of the Cloud Digital Leader. Tomorrow we will be having Aman Puri from Google. He will be taking the module 1 and the module 2 listed in the Skill Boost platform. And day after tomorrow on 27th 7 p.m. Praneet Munjal will be there taking the third and the fourth module. So all the modules are covered. Today Neelam has given you a very wonderful brief. Everything is clear to you. I will be advising you all to take the quiz after 27 once you have completed all the modules, since the quiz can be taken only one time. And once you have given the quiz, basis on your uh, percentage, that is 70% has to be there, you will be getting the coupon and then you can give the exam. So make sure you all are attending all the three sessions, solving all your doubts. If in case you still have the doubt, we have a support team in the group. I'll be adding Neelam also in that group for your quick reference and everything. I will be sharing everything in the group as well as in the emails. All the things will be updated. But then for 3 days, you have to attend all these things to get, easy go through for everything. Neelam has also shared a link. Might be this can help, right, Neelam?
Yeah, this is like 3-hour course by Guy on the CDL on the YouTube. It's available for free. It will give you good insights how to prepare.
Awesome,
Madam,
awesome. So, guys,
hello.
I'll be dropping this.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Harsh.
Madam, I want to ask you that
are you going to share the steps on a WhatsApp group, right?
Harsh, I guess there is a glitch in your voice. If you can repeat again, that would be great.
I am asking that you are going to share that all steps on WhatsApp group, right?
On the WhatsApp group as well as on mail. Like the first information will be given on the mail from our side. That's completely fine if you are not in WhatsApp group or if you are not on. Just make sure you have joined the Discord and you are on the mail. Those two are the modes of communication, and you will be getting all the things from our side on mail as well as on Discord.
Okay, I received all the mails, but I'm not
Okay.
in WhatsApp group.
No issues, no issues. I'll be sharing the WhatsApp group link again over a mail today. So those who have not joined can join the group. But remember,
Okay,
those who
thank
have not joined only join the group so that the group is not full. All
you.
right.
Okay.
Any other questions
Excuse me, ma'am.
there can be
Ma'am, may
taken?
I ask my question, please? I have a question for Nida. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay, so ma'am, I want to ask you a couple of technical questions. I'm just confused about when to use the sole tenant nodes and when to use the bare metal solution as a part of our computing tool.
So bare metal, if you want to host Oracle, right? VMware.
All right. And what about the sole tenant nodes?
Sole tenant is like if you have specific window workload and licensing you need, so you can take license on that particular server, and where you will be using for which CPU, number of CPU, you can control that into particular VM. License will be applicable to that only, and specific compliance requirement as well.
All right. And my second question is about the network tiers. Like when do we use a premium network tier, service network tier, and when do we use a standard one?
Okay, so in standard network that is available for free and it's across common across all CSP. What it do, like suppose you are watching this video at your home, and that might be like you are in south or I am in north part of India. So once this traffic, like this YouTube is hosted on any application you are working, it is hosted on to Delhi region, and you are in Mumbai region or in anywhere in south. Then after egress from Mumbai, Delhi data center, the traffic to you will be reaching by the public ISPs.
Yes.
But if you are using standard, then what it do? So network egress will be the nearest POP that Google have in south. Like we have POP point of presence into Chennai as well. So if Chennai is newer, then egress will be to Chennai only. So in that case, latency will be very less because every traffic goes, it's not go through the public ISP. We have dedicated layer 2 connectivity across all the POP. So it will be going by there. It will be single digit latency as well. So there we use the premium tier. Like if specific you want to improve.
Like for the low latency part, we opt for the
yes,
premium one.
Yes, if you go through the our public documentation page, there is good video comparing standard and the premium tier. So premium is like if you want to improve user experience, latency, sensitive application, then you should leverage and global as well. Like if your application is global, then you should go for the premium tier.
All right, and my last question is about do we have to study about the Google Cloud, the Cloud Shell commands, like for the GSUtil commands or the G-Cloud commands for the CDL exam, or it is like for the ACE part?
For CDL, it's not required. It will be, the question will be around like specific
business scenarios.
You can work with the Google Cloud. So there is a console. Console is like command UI based. You will be writing any specific, you will be choosing specific component, and then the command line, and then other method is SDK. So they will be asking what are different method you can interact with Google Cloud, not specific to command lines. And command line is like G Cloud command utility is more like a Linux. If you have worked in Kubernetes or Linux, then it's like same.
Okay, and I will end my question with the question that how far is this thing important, that the shared responsibility by Google? Do we have to study it like by heart, or I mean, to answer the questions? Like I have seen many questions coming from the
Yes,
shared
yes.
responsibility.
So for every cloud you go, then first you have to understand the CSP model, cloud
Mhm.
shared responsibility model. So what you will be responsible and what Google Cloud will be responsible. Like suppose you are hosting your application onto Google Cloud and any breach happen and your data get leaked, then Google is not responsible for that. Because for the your application and data security, we are providing just infra, but in infra also, if you go for the serverless, then there you are just worried about the your data security. You are not worried about the network security. You will be not worrying like there can be bot or DDoS attack happen on my application. You will be worrying like who can access my data, whether I'm using personal data, I have to demask or de-identify that data. So based on that particular service you choose, you have to be make sure you are well aware who will be responsible for what. Like in if you are working in a DevOps team, so there you might be having networking guy, monitoring guy, and then there will be like CI/CD guys. So who will be doing what? So in that case, it should be clear to you. You just get basic understanding about this. So in the CDL, there will be exam related to like questions related to that this particular topic as well. Because
Okay.
this is basic. In AC, in other exam, you will not get that type of questions.
Okay. Thank
Madam,
you.
where can we get ACL related study material? Can we take the ACL directly?
It is in skill boost. There is other path, learning path, cloud engineer path. So that cloud engineer path is associate cloud engineer path only. So it have all the modules from where you have to start, what labs you have to cover. So it's cover everything. Just like the CDL, they have for the AC and other exam as well.
What
Okay.
is the difference between app engine, project engine, and upload engine?
Ma'am, I wanted to know like about Google Cloud Marketplace. If I have a application that I want to deploy to Google Cloud Marketplace, and let's suppose it is a BYOL plan, how can I understand which kind of method I need to use? What kind of application?
Okay, so for Google Marketplace, if you are bring your own license and all that stuff, that will be routed by the Google specific partnership team. But if your marketplace product is free, that you can host yourself. But if include any financial, then we have specific ISV team that works, and then they have some prerequisites before taking your product to marketplace.
Okay, thanks. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, are there any resources available like how to deploy or
So
how
you
to
can
create this?
connect me, I can guide you more on this.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So nice of
Thank
you,
you
ma'am.
so much, Omkar, Shita. Before moving ahead, Neelam, we have a question of Sunil Kumar on YouTube also, that I am a RPA developer. Please let me know how cloud can be automated using Google Cloud.
So he's RPA developer and
Please let me know how cloud can be automated using Google.
I didn't get question like how cloud Google Cloud can be. So can you just rephrase Sunil your question? You want to automate RPA or cloud? I didn't get that.
I guess he wants to automate the RPA in Google Cloud.
So for RPA, there are specific courses. We are working on the like Web3 and specific to RPA and the crypto mining. There you can leverage that resources. But no, as of now, no specific public course we are offering. There is just like blogs there you can follow and community as well.
All right. Hope that solved the Sunil question. Guys, repeating everything again. You will be having all the videos which is mentioned by either Neelam or formed by Neelam or mentioned by me or the quiz by 9 p.m. on dashboard available. So make sure you are checking your H2S dashboard. Okay, I am dropping a link also here for you all. Please make sure you are opening it with your registered email ID and you are getting all the information on this link only. So I am making it very easy for you. If in case you face any issue, feel free to drop a mail or ask it in a group. So yeah, I am dropping this again to you all. Just wait. Yeah, if anyone else have any issues, you guys can
Good evening,
ask.
ma'am. Hello, Saibal this side. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Very good evening, ma'am. Saibal this side. Ma'am, my question is, can we choose any other path rather than CDL, or with CDL we can choose any other path?
So I think Hack to Scale will be sponsoring these two courses only, CDL and the engineer. But if you are interested with the other path, like if you are interested in the data engineering, then you can opt. But there are some specific free courses like out of this as well. If you register the Skill Boost, then you can leverage the video at least and learning path as well. There might be some lab that you might be not able to do, but specific to like course material, what need to be studies, you can go through. And for every topic, we have very good public documentation, and you can create your free tier account for Google specific servicing. That is $300 free credits given to you. You can leverage that to your learning as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am.
I'm sorry to interrupt again. I have another question about this Google Cloud Adoption Framework and how important is that in the CTL exam?
So,
I mean, did the questions come?
Can you just repeat Google Cloud
Adoption Framework, GCAF?
So adoption is like people, process, and technologies. How that
Yes, ma'am. Tactical and that learn, read, scale, secure, that part.
So it is like if you are moving to cloud, then what will be the changes in that? You have to change the people mindset as well.
Oh, ma'am, my question is that how important is that for the CTL exam? I mean, does the question come from
it's if you go to the complete specific weightage in that particular the guideline, you will be able to see that the specific areas like specific to business, how much percentage will be in the exam, like 10%, 20%, and that will be accurate.
All right. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. So Ayush is asking for
Hello.
what are the steps to go for a quiz. So repeating it again, you all have to complete the 4 modules of Skill Boost platform. After that, give the quiz. Quiz will be there. The link will be there on H2S dashboard. After giving the quiz will be applicable only for one time. And after giving the quiz in the span of 24 to 48 hours, you will be receiving a mail with the code coupon, which gives you a free access to CDL. Remember, this bootcamp is for just Google Cloud Digital Leader. So yes, the only coupon, the only course you can go through is that. Apart from that, we also have Associate Cloud Engineer. You can register in it. Going on the website, I'm sharing the link for the Associate Cloud Engineer also. Yes, the questions we can now only take 2 to 3 more questions. Rest you all can drop in a chat. I will drop on the mail or on this chat. I will be adding them in the FAQ section in the dashboard only.
Sure. So, Amni, before like we take any question, team, I want to share one secret that I am following. If you want to finish any video fast, take it at 2x and just write down important stuff he is talking and read about that only. So
hello, Neelam. I just have a query. Can we access the quiz in the mobile?
No, I'm not sure about that. Abni, can you?
Yeah, you can answer this quiz in the also. The quiz link will be there on the dashboard. You can go and take the quiz, but remember the quiz is available only for one time use. Yes,
Hello,
Neelam,
ma'am.
you can go ahead.
No, that's only. That's secret I'm following.
Okay, so Mehboob and Keshav, you both will
Yes,
be the
ma'am.
last people. We are taking the questions. Rest, everyone, it would be great if you can drop everything in the chat section. I make sure we get them answer
Hello, ma'am.
either through dashboard or through mails.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah,
Uh,
hi.
yeah, Keshav, you can go
Yes,
ahead.
ma'am.
Keshav and
Ma'am,
Mehboob, as I mentioned. Yeah.
ma'am, I want to
Hello.
ask for CDL, which labs we have to do on Skill Boost profile? Can you please tell?
Okay, so for CDL path, if you register, then any lab included in that particular path, you have to solve that labs only.
Okay, the link mentioned in the Hack to Skill link dashboard.
Yes,
think
that only,
yes. Yeah.
Keshav.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Yeah, Mehboob,
Hello.
please go next. Nitish, just wait for another 1 minute.
Ma'am, I have not accessed anyone queue link on my dashboard.
Yeah, Nitish, you can go ahead.
मैं कॉल में हूँ बेटा देखो गो को
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Keshav.
Ma'am, like
Ma'am,
you said,
I want to you share your screen on. Please tell me, ma'am, where is link? Use link.
ma'am, you said we have to follow 4 path, which is compulsory for this CDL program. So, what are that 4 paths that we have to follow?
Okay, so I guess we both have shared that already, but sharing that again with you all, just give me 1 minute. This is a, yeah, so there I go. Just a minute. Yeah, so this is the Skill Boost platform. You will be getting this link on our dashboard. Here, this is the link for the Skill Boost platform. You can go ahead onto this platform. While going here, you will be having this multiple paths. You have to do this one, the Cloud Digital Learning Leader Learning path, which is considering of 4 activities, after which you will be giving the quiz. And the
Yes.
quiz will be also mentioned here on the 4th point. We will be adding all the resources which Neelam's providers or the PPT and everything here only. So make sure you are updated on this page for next 7 days. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hello,
Hello.
Avni, ma'am.
हाँ जी.
Okay. Ma'am, I have a question. Ma'am, when's the last day to, to write that quiz? To attempt that quiz?
So the last date is 28th of October. We are giving you 4 days. So today Neelam has given you a quick go through of what the CDL is, how we can move ahead with CDL. Tomorrow, Aman will be taking session on module 1 and module 2, which I just shared the 4 module. Out of that, 2
Yes.
modules will be covered tomorrow.
Neelam,
And
जोर
day
है,
after,
glass के टेस्ट जोर है.
Ma'am, also some people are talking about some form. I'm not aware of any form.
yeah, so everything will be updated on dashboard. Only the things which are required will be shared on that dashboard. The form as well as the YouTube links,
Ma'am,
I
what's
will be
the form
updating.
first?
So the form was the feedback form for the session. It will be updated on the dashboard, so you can fill the form from
So
here.
it's compulsory
We would appreciate if you fill that, but
Okay.
that's totally on you.
And also have one question for Neelam, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am,
Neelam is
ma'am,
there.
what's the major difference between scalability and elasticity, ma'am?
Scalability is like you just grow up. Like suppose you have 5 users. Tomorrow your platform have 20 users, how your infra gets scaled, like based on the user, how your infra is getting scaled. But if you consider reliability, what second term you mentioned?
Ma'am, scalability and elastability.
Okay, elasticity is like once you scale, but if your user gets down, then your resource can scale down automatically. Like if again get back to 5, then you don't have to again manually do. Like based on the resource request pattern, are you able to scale up and scale down?
Okay.
So this is like your elasticity.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? I guess we be wrapping up. So if anyone has any have doubt, you can
ma'am.
unmute and ask.
Ma'am.
Yes, please. Sure.
Ma'am, like when we will receive the codes, then there is only one day for the what we can say like certification for CDL.
I guess that we are giving 2 days. The quiz will be over on 28th, and you will be having time till 1st of October for submission. So yeah, and the examination, I don't think so requires 2 or 3 days. If in case there is any change in timeline, it will be updated through mail and dashboard, so you can take updates from there.
Yes, ma'am. Like in dashboard, it is mentioned that the last date is 29 September. That's why I asked.
Yeah, so the quiz attempt is 29th, but the submission is on till 1st of October.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you,
Hello,
ma'am.
ma'am. Hello.
Yes, yes.
I'm having Yahoo Mail as my registered email ID with Hack to Scale and on my dashboard, and I can't change it in the edit profile section. But for Cloud Skill Boost profile and certification, I think Gmail account is required. So what should I do?
Mehboob, just ping me up again. I guess we had a talk yesterday also, but then ping
Yes,
me
but
up
that was for
again.
Meet.
Yeah, so ping me up again. I see what I can do a maximum in this. But yes, before look, Yash, if you are having the quiz before completing 4 parts, I'm not sure if you are gonna cross it or not, because then you require 70% to redeem the coupon code also, the access. So yeah, I will advise you to complete the 4 parts and then after giving the quiz.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, Arish.
Yeah,
please go
ma'am.
ahead.
We have to give 2 exams, right? One for the active skills quiz and one other is a certification quiz, right?
Sorry, can you please repeat?
We have to get 2 quizzes or 2 exams, right? One for Hack to Skill quiz and one Google Cloud certification quiz, right?
Yes.
So we are supposed to complete Hack to Skill quiz by 28th of September. And what is the last date for this Google Cloud certification?
That's 1st of October.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, regarding quiz, I am repeating again.
Just to cover, like for certificate, it will be not like you can opt for any time. It will be like specific like window, and there are some security constraint required. So make sure you have all the tools installed in your system before the exam. And second, like there will be live monitoring as well. Like one proctor will be monitoring you for that exam.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
can we do it on center, or can we attempt to in our house? Like,
Yes, if you
offline.
center, I'm not sure. You have like by this program you will be having that one. But for even center also, this is request. Like you have to install that tool and somebody will be live monitoring.
Okay, sure.
All right, guys. Repeating again for the quiz. After completing 4 modules, you have to give the quiz. Quiz will be mentioned in a link in the dashboard only. After giving quiz, in the span of 24 to 48 hours, you will receive a mail with a coupon code which will give you the access to give the Cloud Digital Leader exam. You can then give the exam and submit your certificate on the Hacker Skill dashboard for redeeming your certificate, the other certificate and the goodies. Also,
Ma'am,
yeah, just 1 minute before we wrap up with all the questions. I have shared a batch with you all. So make sure you are sharing it on the Twitter and LinkedIn and Instagram, tagging us as well as tagging Google Cloud, Google Developers India. That would be a really great thing to show boost and energy amongst each other. Also, we are running a Twitter challenge for next 3 days. So what you have to do is just take a screenshot, share your experience of attending the boot camp, tag us, tag Google developers, and yes, the best people, the best experiences, the best experience share will be getting some amazing rewards from our side. So yeah, we can go ahead with the Q&A again. But yeah, repeating again, make sure you are posting the batch, tagging Hack the Skill, Google Developers, and Google Cloud. Also participating in Twitter challenge. Share your experience tagging us. How to get rewards once you are sharing these things on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Our brand team will be closely looking upon how amazing and how crazy your captions are, and based on your tweets and caption, we will be selecting the rewards. So yeah, now we can start with the Q&A. I guess we will be taking next 2 more questions. So make sure you are asking your doubt if it is very important, or else drop it in a chat. I get it solved and
Ma'am,
get the
ma'am, I have
answers.
a question.
Yeah, Anish, please go ahead.
Ma'am, I think it takes 4 to 5 days for receiving the certification from Google Cloud. Then how we are supposed to submit the certification link up
Anish,
to 1 October?
yeah, so we are in words with Google Cloud on same. Let me just get back to you by tomorrow on this. Surely an updated email with all the updated instructions on submission will be rolled out to you. No issues.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Hi,
Thank you.
Anish.
Could I ask next
And
question?
is Hack to Skill also conducting workshop for ACL?
Yeah, so for ACE, I will be sharing a mail with the ACE registration link once the CDL is completed, or yeah, so you can register from there.
What should I do if during my preparation I already finished all 4 learning paths? Should I create a new skill boost account and finish it again for receiving this link? Or what is my action point?
Okay, so that's amazing. You have completed all the 4 learning paths. We will be getting the quiz live today by 9 p.m. IST on the dashboard. You can give the quiz, and within next 24 to 48 hours, you will be receiving a mail with the coupon code. So then you can give the exam and then submit the certificates to us.
Cool. So there are no action points. I just need to update the dashboard and follow the link for quiz.
Yeah. So the action point for you will be, you just need to check the dashboard by 9 p.m. The quiz will be there. You can attend it and get the quiz to redeem the coupon.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you.
Ma'am, we must gain at least 70% in the quiz, ma'am. Is that a
Yes.
prerequisite?
Yes.
Okay.
You need
It
to
consists
get
questions of
70%.
CDLs itself, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ma'am, how would we
Ma'am,
receive the credit for the
today is
lab?
compulsory to do core module.
Nitish, can you please repeat your question again?
Ma'am, today is compulsory to do 4 module.
No, that totally depends on you how fast or slow you want to do. If you want to do it with the speakers, then you can go ahead starting the module, and you can ask your doubts regarding module 1 and module 2 tomorrow from Aman, and 3 and 4 day after tomorrow from breathe. So yeah, that's totally on you how fast or slow you are going. But the ideal way I will suggest is to complete module 1 and 2 by tomorrow 7 p.m. Ask your doubts, get things done, and then you can start with 3 and 4. Ask all your doubts and day after tomorrow's session at 7 p.m. Then you can give the quiz, redeem the coupon, and give the certificate. And then you can easily submit your certificate by 30th or 1st of October to us.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Okay.
how do we get access to the credits for the lab?
Quick lab. I guess you would have received an email. If not, you can mail me out at support@hacktoskill.com. I am just dropping the email ID also there. We will
Ma'am, can
make sure you get the access and we will be starting. You get it start with it. I guess Neelam, do you want to take more questions or we just wrap it up and we can solve them in the chat later on?
I think the more are the operation specific questions, so you can take over the group. Any technical queries, then I'm happy to answer.
Okay.
Would we be
Yeah.
added to the group that will be sharing the credits?
Sorry, Rajat, if you can repeat.
Ma'am, how would we get the credits? Ma'am, would we added to a common group that would contain all the credits, or we do, would
No,
get
you will be receiving a email on the registered email ID. You can once check also from Quick Labs. You must have received an email. If not, then you can mail us at support@. Okay. Okay, guys, let's wrap it up. It was great having you. Let's get back tomorrow at 7 p.m. We will be discussing more on this thing, and then till then, module 1, module 2, please complete both the parts, and we will be asking no quiz link in dashboard tab till now. Yes, it will be updated till 9 p.m. for sure for you. Okay, guys, that's a wrap from our side. If you have any issues, you can drop over the mail, Discord, or WhatsApp. All the links, all the information, speaking again, all the links will be there on the dashboard. Make sure you are updated on dashboard. And yes, don't forget to post the batch tagging Hack to Skill, Google Developers, and Google Cloud, and to participate in Twitter challenge. Would be love seeing all your experiences on the Twitter tonight. So yeah, bye-bye.
Okay, thank you everyone. Best of luck.
Thank you so
to
much.
everyone.
Thank you so much, Neelam, for
Thank you, ma'am.
There's a lot of excitement.